Yo, what's up, metalheads? We're gonna react to Erik Grönwall. Grönwall. There's two dots above the O. He dropped a new video for a cover of "Rising Force" by Yngwie Malmsteen, and we're gonna check this out, man. Let's see what he's got.
Welcome to Eric's React and Review. Music, comic books, movie trailers, toys, and more. Please hit subscribe.
Yeah. What? Okay. Calm down. I said, calm down. Damn, that was quick. Anyway, yeah, Erik Grönwall. Obviously you guys are gonna know him from Skid Row. I kind of came late to the game. I guess he's been around for a while as far as he's had other bands. He got his I guess he got really well known. He's a Swedish singer and he's got really well known. I don't remember when it was. I got his Wikipedia pulled up here. I don't know how factual Wikipedia is, but he won American Idol, I guess the Swedish version, by singing a Skid Row song. And I guess that's kind of alerted the band when they were like looking for a singer, and they saw that, and I think that's what kind of they said, like, we got to get that guy, because I heard that and I was like, man, this dude's amazing. And then he's also survived some crazy he survived the odds. I mean, this is a true testament. This guy's a true testament of like overcoming some incredible odds. He had cancer, leukemia of some sort, and he's gone through that. I think he still kind of receives treatment for it, from what I understand. At the same time, and he's out there busting his ass with Skid Row and doing all these like cover videos, which he's like phenomenal at. I've been, like I said, when I say I was late into the game, as far as subscribing to his channel, I would see his videos pop up every now and then, and really loved them. But then his videos started popping up more, and I was like, okay, I need to subscribe. It's not that didn't mean to subscribe before. Sometimes when you're watching YouTube videos, sometimes you forget about the subscribe button. I think that's why everyone's always reminding people. Like, I'm going to remind you right now, hit subscribe. Sometimes you just watch something and you get into it and you move on to something else, and you just kind of forget about that subscribe button. Like on Facebook or Instagram, you always hit that like button. It's like right there, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe YouTube should make it automatic. Like the moment you watch a video, you automatically subscribe, and then you have the choice to unsubscribe if you watch it and you didn't like it or whatever. That seems like a kind of a cool concept. You're automatically subscribed, even if if you watch more than a minute of a video, then you're automatically subscribed to that channel, and then you have the choice afterwards to unsubscribe yourself. Anyway, let's move on to this. Okay, so he dropped this video, Rising Force. I'm a big Yngwie Malmsteen fan. I'm a guitar player myself, playing for about almost 40 years, and Yngwie was one of my big influences back in the day. I was never ever able to figure out a lot of his stuff. I'm amazed by guitar players these days that can sit there and mimic every single thing that he does, because I've never been that way as a guitar player. I feel like I'm a pretty good guitar player, but I've never been the type that can sit there and learn notes by other guitar players. I'll learn certain phrases and then just kind of do my own. I think I'm good on guitar, but my mom, she always said I was good. My grandmother, she thinks I was good. When I first started playing guitar in '84, and I just learned "Paranoid" by Black Sabbath. I'm playing it for my grandma, and she's all, "Damn, you're really good. You should make it." And I just formed a band in high school. We all just learning our instruments, and so you should send your music to Dolly Parton. She'll discover you, and you'll go on to be big. And it's like, grandma, we're into Wasp and Motley Crue at that time, and makeup on and looking all evil like Slayer and shit. And I'm barely playing guitar. It's like, yeah, grandma, yeah, okay, yeah, like Dolly Parton's really gonna dig us. But I told the band, let's send a demo. Let's do it just for fun. So we recorded a practice, a rehearsal. It'd probably sound like total garbage or whatever, but I mailed it off. At that time, we just thought every country singer lived at the Grand Ole Opry, so I just sent off a demo tape to the Grand Ole Opry. Attention, Dolly Parton. But I never heard nothing. No response, man. She didn't like it. But then 50 years later, or 40, what is it, 40 or 40 years later, whatever, she comes out with a rock album, man. Check it out. So maybe she was inspired by me back then. Maybe she did listen to our demo. And so, you know what? One day I'm going to make a rock record. Matter of fact, I think that song "Bygones" that she sings with Rob Halford, that sounds like one of my riffs, man. Just kidding. Anyway, let's get into this. Erik Grönwall. He's an incredible singer. I like his attitude. I watched he did like a Q&A in his channel maybe about a week ago. and I really liked his attitude. I mean, sounds like a very gracious guy. Sounds like a really cool guy that, if you were to meet him in person, you'd just be like super, super cool. He's very cool. Like he responds to your comments on YouTube. He takes the time to do that, which is really cool. But I like what he said about, because I think the subject was being compared to Sebastian Bach or whatever. Does he get that all the time? And but he even said himself, and I thought it was a really cool answer that he gave. He said, like, I don't let that bother me, whatever. He's all, matter of fact, I was influenced by Skid Row and all those guys, and if I were to ever meet, because I guess he never met Sebastian yet. I think that was one of the questions, and he said that if he ever meet Sebastian, that he would like to just shake his hand and thank him for being part of his inspiration and stuff. And I thought that was really cool because I love Sebastian Bach too. I mean, Sebastian Bach cracks me up. His new song is freaking amazing. I'm looking forward to his new album. So they're if there's ever a Skid Row reunion in the future, I guess that would be cool. But I would only want them to do it if it was like really, obviously, if it was with Erik's blessings as well, which I'm sure he would give. But I would only want a reunion by those guys if it was actually really like true. Like, in other words, they're going to really enjoy doing it, and maybe even enjoy writing some new music. I don't want to be like Guns N' Roses, where it's like, I don't know. I just get the feeling that Guns N' Roses is like a cash grab in a sense that they go out there, we're never going to hear no new music from them other than those rehashed songs from the Chinese Democracy. But if Skid Row were to reunite, it would be cool if they actually did it like it was real. Like if it was like there was real sentimental stuff going on, like they're crying and hugging each other. Just kidding. But just do it like short, like maybe like just like a one time thing, and then get Erik back in the band. Because they found the perfect singer with Erik Grönwall, man. I mean, because he can do all the Sebastian stuff, but he's got the Sebastian sound into his voice. Obviously, probably being influenced by him and a bunch of other singers. But the brilliant thing about that is when you're a band and your kind of band is familiar, your band is the singer is kind of like the familiar sound of the band, and then that singer leaves. I think a brilliant thing for the band to do is to get a singer that sounds similar to that guy, but enough to where he sounds like himself as well, to where when you do new music, you still obtain the original sound of the band at the same time staying fresh and new and current. And I think that's what Erik Grönwall is going to do. He's only got one album with him so far, so if they keep putting out records like that, I think he's gonna be up there with the Dios and the Bruce Dickinsons and the Rob Halfords, if he's not already. Like he's probably already close to doing that, and to where it's like a household name. Like where people like will be comparing him to, like, not comparing them, but like putting them in the same category with like Dio and Rob Halford and Bruce Dickinson, Jeff Tate, all the great singers in metal and rock. Let's get into this. I'm excited to see what they do. Matt and his band. I mean, his band's really good. The band that he does these covers with, phenomenal. I'm curious to see how they handle the Yngwie stuff, the Yngwie Malmsteen solos, and especially there's a long keyboard solo in, like a really fast one. Also, let me see. So it's Yngwie Malmsteen writing for it. Oh yeah, this is the album that had Joe Lynn Turner as a vocalist. So Joe Lynn Turner is an amazing singer. I love this album. I do have it on vinyl, and it's an amazing album. I think Rising Force, the song itself, is one of Yngwie's best songs that have vocals on it. Just that riff, it's like amazing. I'm really bad at mimicking guitar with my mouth. Some guys could do that shit like really good, but I'm still a good guitar player, according to my grandmother. Here we go. Erik Grönwall's Rising Force. Kind of like Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force, but today it's Erik Grönwall's Rising Force. Here we go. that's like pitch perfect. I mean, that's flawless right there. I mean, that's just like wow. Yngwie Malmsteen, if you come across this guy's video, man, I know you like just doing the singing now. You don't want to deal with other singers and stuff, but man, you'd be crazy not to like at least try to do some kind of project with this guy, man. Come on, let's do it. Here we go.
Lightning strikes, cracking the night. It feels like never before. Thunder is born in the heart of the dark. I hear a rising voice. Searching my soul, now I find something else. I take my life in my hands. Through the gates of heaven to the altars of hell. The power is at my command. The lightning strikes, crack in the night. It feels like never before. Thunder is born in the heart of the dark. I feel a rising force.
Here we go. I could practice like 10,000 hours for the next 100 years and still never be able to play it like that clean and that perfect. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. That keyboardist at his house, just like that's what's kind of cool about the technology. These guys could just do all that stuff in their own homes, and keyboards. Oh, I'm just gonna have some coffee and wail on the keyboard. Man, there's like nothing this guy can't do. I don't think. I mean, he does a lot of these. I think that's what's cool. He's got going on too. Like you don't. I mean, you always see cover bands and people doing covers on YouTube and stuff. But this guy's kind of making it a thing. Like he's got. I think he's got albums out, which I'm going to buy a couple of his. I don't know how many albums he has where he just does the full covers. I know he's said somebody's working on a new one. But I'm definitely going to buy those. Yeah, I'm going to go on Amazon or maybe his website and grab a couple or whatever's out. And because I think it's kind of cool to do that. I mean, obviously, it probably takes some clearing and we got to get the licensing, all that stuff to do something like that. Like I did a cover of Blondie's "Call Me," put it out in 2022, but I just distributed it through a DistroKid or whatever, and they kind of set up the licensing for you and all that stuff. So it's not like I had to meet Blondie in person and say, "Hey, I'm going to cover your song. I'm going to butcher it." No, no, I think I did a cool version. I broke it down gothic, kind of slow and gothic sounding, even though the songs are more up tempo. But Erik Grönwall, man, I can't do like what he does, man. I think I commented on one of his videos. I thought he'd probably do a really cool version of a Bowie song. I'm a big David Bowie fan, and I could see him doing something really cool with David Bowie. Maybe the song Ziggy Stardust. I think he could probably, because and obviously he's got totally different range, but I hear a little bit of Bowie kind of in his voice in certain times when he's singing. Like I just kind of hear like I don't know what it's called, maybe inflections or whatever it's called for vocalists. But yeah, amazing stuff. This guy is on his way to being, like I said, up there with the freaking Mount Rushmore of singers. He's definitely one of my favorite singers now. And again, can only wish him the best to just keep continuing doing his thing with Skid Row. I mean, again, Skid Row kind of disappeared for a while, unless you're a really hardcore Skid Row fan. I sort of checked out with of them sort of in the middle of after Sebastian left, and then I know they went through a bunch of different singers and stuff like that. And I'd have to go back and listen to their catalog to see what they've done. I think they may have put out 2 or 3 more records after Sebastian before they got Erik Grönwall into the band. But I can't imagine it sounding as good as what I hear on the Gang Is All Here album, which you guys should get out there and check that out. Here's their last album they put out. The Gang's All Here. Every song is really good on it, man. Like, fuck. I think it was back when he had the cancer. So that's Erik Grönwall. This is him live in action. Yeah, man. And like I said, the guy's a survivor, and the fact that he's doing all of that and singing and just, wow, man, doing his thing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Let me get rid of that there. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna do some more reaction videos. I might do another one today on baby metal. Haven't did them guys in a long time, or those girls in a long time. So thank you for joining me with this. Get out there and check out Erik Grönwall's channel. Grönwall. I keep saying Grönwall. It's Grönwall with the 2 little dots on the O. He's from Sweden. So Eric, and he spells his name with a K like me. I'm Eric with a K. He's Eric with a K. Hell yeah, we got that in common. That's good. I hate the Erics with the C's, man. There's gonna be a civil war one day. Eric versus Eric. It's the Erics with the C's versus the Erics with the K's. And then the Erics with the CKs are like they're going to be the neutral. Just kidding. Oh, man, I'm wacky. Anyway, so thank you for joining me with this, and get out there and, rock, get the music, listen to music. It's healing. It saved my life and my addiction. I'm 12 years sober. If it wasn't for music, I'd probably be still strung out on drugs and alcohol. And playing my guitar, that saved my life, and singing and playing my guitar saved my life. So yeah, be kind to yourself, be kind to everyone else, because if you're not good to yourself, you're no good to anyone else. You just got to focus on you, and everything else falls into place. When you take care of yourself, everything else falls into place. You'll attract what you are. All right. So horns up and peace out. Now where's that stop button at?